Nikola Jokic, 33, 10, and 4. That's what he averaged in this series.
Hey, Nikola. You guys were down 14, 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Storm back, obviously, to take momentum and hang on. What moments stand out to you about this comeback win? Are there any moments, three-pointers, rebounds, whatever, timeouts that stand out to you?
I don't know. I think we played with a lot of focus, even when they were up a lot, 14. I think we actually stay as a group, and we were chipping away. And in the fourth quarter, it was a tie game. You know, when Monte made a layup or a three for get us the lead, that was maybe a big moment. Actually, I think Austin Rivers, when he made a three from the left slot, I say left side of the court. I think that was a big three. I think JaMychal Green played extremely well. He maybe didn't score a lot, but I felt that his presence, he was really good for us. Monte was really good for us. He made big shots. He played really mature basketball. AG made a big corner three. Mike carried us in the first quarter. So I think the whole team, it was a team effort.
Katie Wingy, Altitude Sports.
Hey, Nikola, congratulations. You just listed 3 different guys right there, but so often I feel like we talk about the depth of this team. And I'm just wondering, why do you think, from the starters all the way to guys that play some games and not other games, why does everyone believe in themselves to their core so much and believe in this group? Where does that come from?
I think we are just believing in each other, you know. We are not getting mad if someone get a bad shot, except me. I get mad at everybody. But just for a split a second, you know. So, but we are playing really team basketball. We are really team-oriented, you know. Just because some have like Mike had a really good going. Everybody worked for him to get going, you know. So when he scored a little bit, everybody worked for him to get to shoot more, you know. So it was like I said, I think it's just a team effort, really team basketball, team. So I think that's the joy. Everybody's enjoying it, you know. Even if we lose, we know we play as a team. So we lost all together.
Nick Kosmider, The Athletic.
Yeah, hi Nikola. Michael Porter said after the game that in the fourth quarter, you know, he told Coach Malone to just let J-Mike rock because he was playing the way that he's playing. What do you think it just says about the team, about how guys are, you know, kind of giving that up to say, I don't need to be in if that guy's doing
Of course, exactly. I mean, that's you can see that he gave in to the team, you know. Yes, he was hot in the first quarter, first half, whatever. But he felt that team is playing well, and he just sacrificed himself. And what's the name of that movie when he said, "If we don't, we're gonna die as individuals. If we don't go up as a group, any given Sunday." It's really like that. So he sacrificed himself so the group and the team win the game.
Benny Benedetto, Denver Gazette.
Hey, Nicole, what was going through your mind when you got to check out 6 minutes into the first quarter with your second foul? Do you feel like you're kind of like letting your teammates down, or are you just like entirely confident that they can keep you guys in it until you can get back out there?
I was completely calm, to be honest. I trust my teammates. I trust coach. He's not gonna he's ready. He knows everything. So he knows how to use his players on the bench, on the floor, whoever. So I was just calm, slow and steady wins the race. see.
Ashley Neville, Mile High Sports.
Hey Nikola, congrats. So your teammates can't talk enough about, just your all-around level of play. How do you go about finding a balance between getting your teammates involved and then just completely taking over a game?
I mean, it just happened in the game, Sometimes like the first quarter, I was not even that aggressive. I didn't want to force it. Like, why to force when I have the really good guy, really good scorer, get him going? So why do I maybe make him cold or whatever, make him angry, so I can sacrifice myself a couple minutes or a quarter? So he scoring, he carried the team. So I think it does happen in a game, Sometimes the ball find me, sometimes I get the guys open. So it's just probably the way how we play basketball.
Christos Saltas, SDNA Greece.
Hey Nikola, after the game 4 and the performance in game 4, did you feel more responsible, you personally, to set the tone for your teammates? And what did Mr. Willard do after that game with those 2 wins?
Like I said, Nurk was guarding me really well. I think the whole series, he was really. Actually, I think that I played really well the second game back in Denver. Is the second game? I don't know, but except that game, he guarded me really well. Yes, maybe I score a lot, but he guarded me really well, make me take tough shots. In that game, I was missing. He was guarding me well, so I didn't overreact. It's just a bad game. It can happen to everybody. So I was just calm, and I was ready for that game.
Katie Wingy, Altitude Sports.
2 years ago, Nikola, Portland knocked you guys out at home, Game 7. I know that was a game that you guys had talked about a little bit, but how much does it say about the growth of this team that you handled your business and you got this one done in 6 games? Where have you come from then to now?
I mean, we had a couple Game 7 last years, So I mean, to be honest, it's just another game. Like, yes, you have some kind of experience from last year, but can you really use that? I'm not sure. I don't know, because it's a completely new game. It's a completely new team. So I don't know. But I'm glad that we finished the job here. I'm glad that everybody played well. I'm glad that we didn't quit because we had a couple guys out. We fought every game, so I'm glad that we have a really good group of guys, and they're not quitters.
Joel Rush, Forbes.
Hey Nikola, congratulations. Excuse me. You guys have established a reputation for being resilient, like you were just talking about, the fight and the no quit, and that's been going on for years now, but you have a pretty different roster this time in the playoffs. So what is it about your guys, like team culture or the individuals, that allows you to have that through line of resiliency no matter who's there?
I mean, Facu is the guy who was winning before, so Facu knows how to win. Facu is a winner, Facu is a warrior, and he knows how to win, and he knows what to do. Austin, he came like 2 months ago, whatever, month and a half ago, and he buy in. He's playing hard, especially defensively. He's not forcing. I think he actually kind of feel like when it's his time to go. But whatever he do, he's doing aggressively. So even if he make a mistake, it's aggressive. So you cannot be like mad at him. And AG, who is playing really well, who is guarding really well, who is playing off others, and sometimes when we need him, he go and score. I think he made a really big three tonight in corner 3, and he was really good.
All right, Nikola, we got time for one more. We're going to end with Mike Singer from the Denver Post.
Nikola, you mentioned some of your injured guys. I was watching tonight, and Will and PJ and Jamal were yelling and super engaged on the court. What impact did they have, and what were they telling you guys throughout the whole game? Because I know, Will has opinions, and I'm sure he'd like to share them.
I mean, I don't want to say what Will was talking because I just don't want to. He's a funny guy. I mean, he's here since I came here, so we have some couple years together, but they trust us. They know that we are not gonna quit, so it's really good to have those kind of guys backing you up. So it's especially when you're winning, when like you have a momentum, they're really cheering for us.
All right, that'll do it. Thank you, Nikola.
Hey, thank you guys very much. Bye-bye. Have a good...
Dame Lillard set a record for 35 threes in the first round, the most ever in a playoff series.
Does this feel like more than just the end of a series that, big changes are up ahead?
I have no idea, man.
No idea?
Man, we just lost a series for me. I had a great summer last summer. I had a great summer preparing myself for this season. I had a lot of things going on personally down the stretch of the season, and got right, and closed out the season how I wanted to, and came into the playoffs healthy and with my mind right and ready to go. And that was the only thing I was concerned with was coming into this playoffs and making a strong push, and to come up short in the first round, and our season to end on our home floor is disappointing. And that's as far as I am with it right now. I'm not really thinking about none of the other shit, change or whatever, man. We'll see what happens, but I haven't even thought that far out.
Keep going here, but just a heads up that CJ McCollum is on his way to the auxiliary Zoom room. He'll be starting there in just a moment. Next question is coming from AJ McCord with Coin.
Dame, you've been gracious enough to share some of those personal things that you went through towards the end of the season and all that you put in, all the work that you put in. Does it make this first round exit more frustrating because of everything you did personally?
No, I mean, just because, we make it to the NBA and we become successful people, it doesn't take away the fact that, we still have lives, and, life happens to us like it happens to everybody else. So, I don't think this makes it any worse. It was bad. My family and my loved ones come before basketball or winning or losing games. So, I mean, bad is bad in your personal life, and it was bad. I don't think this would have made it any better or worse. But when you put everything into it, and this is your job, and this is what you want, and you come up short, it's disappointing. So, I mean, that's it.
Eric Gunderson, Associated Press.
Dame, there was a collision that you had on a loose ball with Porter. It looked like you might have hit your head, and Mike Malone did mention it. Did you feel any difference after that? And how is your head feeling after that? Did you feel any different after that collision?
Yeah, he rung my bell a little bit. I was going after the ball, and he came in from the side, and I think his shoulder just hit my head. So I was just a little shook up for a little bit after that. I felt a little, not dizzy, but just like, I don't know. I was, he just kind of knocked me off my game a little bit, because it was just a blow to the head. And, the referee was right there. Tough collision, man.
Orlando Sanchez, KGW.
what is your if there is one, message to the team as you guys leave for the final time this season?
I mean, we fought through a lot of injuries this season. You know, we had some adversity hit. We stayed together like a true team does. And you know, we went to battle. You know, we didn't make excuses. We still don't make excuses. And you know, like I said, disappointing ending. This ain't what we wanted, but you know, we don't hang our heads, you know, in no situation, and we just came up short. You know, we didn't do what was necessary to win a series, obviously, and you got to keep fighting. You got to keep working and keep coming back to battle. And regardless of how it ended, we're gonna always have our heads held high, and we're gonna have class and go about it like, you know, real warriors. So we lost. They were the better team. Congratulations to them. And you know, it's back to the drawing board for us.
Kyle Fredrickson, the Denver Post.
Hey, Dame, I was just curious if you saw Nikola Jokic this year really being a deserving MVP, and maybe what you appreciate about his game being a competitor. And do you see him being the kind of talent that could lead this Nuggets team to a championship?
I mean, I'm throughout the season, you know, I go home and I watch every game possible. You know, I'll flip back and forth 3, 4, 5 games at once. You know, one goes to a TV break, I'll go to the next one. So I've seen a lot of them, you know, obviously being in the same division and being a Western Conference team. And I think he is the MVP. You know, he's played every game. He does everything for their team. And, you know, I think we got a front row seat to that in this series. You know, he's making threes, he's scoring on the block, he's scoring at the nail, at the free throw line, he's getting to the free throw line. He's making other guys better. He's like I said, he's everything for them. And I think if it was any year where a guy like him and what he does for that team could lead a team to a championship, it will be this year because of how open it is. You know, there's no favorite. In my eyes, at least, I feel like anybody could get beat and anybody can go get it done. And that's why, you know, it's even more disappointing for me, because I felt like if any year you could shoulder the load and go get one, it was this one. So I definitely think he's capable of it.
Sean Hiking, Bleacher Report.
Dame, I know this is more Neil's job than yours, but do you think there needs to be like a shakeup of some kind with this team, whether it's coaching or roster or whatever else?
I mean, we didn't win the championship, so obviously where we are now isn't good enough. I don't know what a shakeup looks like or what changes will be made or could be made, but obviously as is, it wasn't good enough. You know, we came up short against a team without their starting point guard and shooting guard. Will Barton didn't play, and Jamal Murray didn't play, and we came up short. So obviously, where we are isn't good enough to win the championship if it's not good enough for us to get out of a first round series with, you know, 2 of their best 3 or 4 players not on the floor.
Leonardo Torres, El Comercio.
Hi, Dame. It's Leonardo Torres from Peru. Hope you're well. Dame, after competing so well, what's next for you for the upcoming season? I mean, what do you think you need to improve or the team needs to improve to come back better next season?
Obviously, I think, you know, the last 2 years we've been at the bottom in defense. So we got to be a better defensive team going forward. And for me, I just got to do what I always do. Go and, you know, sit down with my trainers and the people that watch me closely that aren't, you know, directly involved like I am, and listen to what the truth is, you know, the things that I got to be better and more efficient at, and attack it and try to just keep making strides and improving as a player individually like I always do. You know, I look in the mirror and I address the things that need to be addressed, and I just try to get 1%, 2%, 3% better and come back a better player than I was the year before. So, I mean, we'll see.
Final questions coming from Christos Saltes with Sport DNA.
Then, from your perspective, I believe that season it's better, it's worse than last season, it's equal than last season. And what was the biggest lesson for you overall?
You said, do I think this was a better season than last season?
If from your perspective, it was better, it was worse season. What do you think about that season? What was the biggest lesson?
I think it was a better season, a much better season than last year. Last year we was pretty much, with the bottom of the West until we got to the bubble. We weren't even, I think we might have been in 10th place when we got to the bubble. And then, we literally got to the very last game in the bubble to get the 8 seed. And then we had to play for that spot. So, and even then we were like, I don't know, 6 or 7 games under 500 maybe, I don't know. But this year we, at one point we had a chance to be top 3, top 4, So I thought we were a much better team this year. We were much more consistent this year, and even when we had injuries, we had a lot of guys step up and play well for us. So I thought this year was a much better year than last year.